Hey everybody, holiday season is here. It really is. Today I'm going to give you some really cool gift ideas that you can give your friends and family members who are into music production. Not to mention a few ideas on what you could ask for if you fall into that category. Let's get to it. One thing I've learned over time is that the aesthetics of the creative space that you're working in can have a big impact on the way that you feel when you sit down to make music. How about we start by giving them a few ways to add to the vibe? I'm actually a big fan of just simple LED strips that you can use to place behind or underneath certain objects in your room to set the tone. You can also snag what's called an LED floodlight, which allows you to point the light wherever you want in the room without actually sticking it on any of the furniture. And a lot of them come with a remote that allows you to change the color as you see fit. Next up, it's actually really fun to add real percussive elements into your songs rather than just software or loops. I purchased this little percussion set years ago, and I'm pretty sure it was designed for children, but hey, I still use it all the time, and I think it's really a fun addition to the studio. You see what I mean? Just be ready for the chaos that may ensue once this gets opened. Now, speaking of recording instruments, everybody should have a microphone at their disposal. Hello. Just the ability to record your voice or instruments or other elements right into your DAW sort of gives you endless creative possibilities, and it's just an awesome thing to have. I would actually recommend starting with the Shure SM58, which is tried and true and tested, but for more of a budget option, you could also get the Shure PGA48 as well, and that would be a great gift. They have a much better signal to noise ratio than your phone does, and they will be useful forever. For vocals, instruments, everyday objects, you name it. Do keep in mind though that you will need to have an XLR cable as well as a USB audio interface of some kind in order to record the mic directly into your DAW, which brings us to our next great gift idea, which is an audio interface. Now, audio interfaces are an incredible investment to make early on as a music producer. They give you a ton of possibilities. Now, a basic one, such as the Scarlett 2i2, would be a perfect gift for a beginner. I actually still have my original Scarlett 2i2, and I still use it for stuff all the time. Be sure to check out Dr. Mix's breakdown of audio interfaces right here on the Thomann Studio and Recording channel. Now, this next one isn't necessarily the most glamorous, I know that, but everybody could use several of these, and that is a hard drive. Backing up saves lives, all sort of. What's generally recommended is that you have your projects backed up to at least 2 places beyond just your computer because data issues are inevitable. Ask me how I know that. The more the merrier. And it's true with hard drives as well as USB inputs. We run out of those all the time, so how about a USB hub for our next gift idea? Even with like a basic music production setup, the amount of things that we have to have plugged in at the same time really adds up, and the 2 or 3 that likely come with the computer that you're making the music on doesn't cut it. Everybody could use more USB inputs. It's simply a way of life these days. All right, now we never really know when creativity is gonna strike, but we can be ready for when it does. A great gift for producing on the go is the MPK Mini. Now you can plug this thing right into your computer and make music whenever, wherever, in the car, at the library, in a plane, which is one of my favorites. Now obviously we're not talking about the biggest keyboard here, but there are plenty of keys to lay down basic chords and to lay down melodies and little ideas you have here and there. Not to mention, they also have drum pads and adjustable, assignable knobs to facilitate your creative expression. It's really, really light, and it can easily fit into a backpack. I used to carry it that way all the time. I still use mine regularly. Now for a bit of fun, Teenage Engineering offers their Pocket Operator series, which are tiny samplers and drum machines that you can use to make music. You can record sounds, you can sequence, you can use onboard effects, and they're actually pretty powerful for such small devices. This list would not be complete without mentioning a good pair of headphones, because they're an absolute necessity for the music producer. They're not only great for hearing the detail that gets lost in a bad listening environment, but also for looking after the sanity of our roommates and neighbors. I've had these Audio-Technica M50Xs for about 6 years, and I've used them daily. They sound amazing for the money, but any in that series would actually be a great choice for a gift. Now, as we know, music gear can be very personal. So as a bonus gift idea, and you knew I had to mention this, how about a gift card? They never expire, and you can choose to receive a digital copy or give a digital copy, and that's for all of you procrastinators out there. they probably know what they want anyway, right? And that will wrap up the 10 gift ideas for music producers. See what I did there? Happy holidays to you and yours, and we will see you very, very soon. Take care.